Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. The protest over police brutality, that's hashtag EndSars protest, seems not to end as Nigerians are neck bend to see the government respond positively to the issue of police brutality in the country, which is one of the major issues, insecurity issues facing the future hope of this country. I'm talking about the Nigerian youth. And guess what? Most Nigerians and most politicians, party leaders, chieftains of different parties have decided to join their voice to talk about this issue. Yesterday, we heard about the daughters of President Muhammadu Buhari and also Osimbanjo joining their voice to demand for the end to police brutality and also for an end to SARS activities. But up till today, the federal government have not done anything about it. But from the political perspective, the likes of Saraki, the former Senate president, has spoken forth, and even Atiku Abubakar. And for Saraki, he says that he's envisaging or he's seeing danger looms if the present day government continue to be quiet over these issues of such. I'm telling you, what he said is so touching. But first of all, let's look at what Atiku Abubakar, what he had to say to the government of the day in respect to the continue demand for an end to be put to the activities of SARS. According to Atiku, he said that Nigerians should be provided with a non-toxic environment for harsh end SARS protests. It is their constitutional right and an increment of democracy. They deserve to be heard and not to kill or maim. I stand with you all as you peacefully protest to hashtag end police brutality and enthrone a new policing order that underscores interests of the citizen. And from the desk of the former governor of Kwara State and also the former Senate President of Nigeria. I'm talking about Dr. Bukola Saraki. He has advised President Muhammadu Buhari and Nigerian police to listen to EndSars protesters. He warned of looming danger if the protests are not cautiously handled. In his opinion on Sunday, Saraki said the nation is bearing witness to a well-organized and largely orderly youth protest, a clear manifestation of the frustration felt by the youthful citizen. He stated that Nigerians are voicing their response to the increasingly harrowing scenes of random and unjustified harassment, intimidation, detention, and extrajudicial killings by SARS. Saraki said the current situation is too important and above individual vanities. He urged all those who can to stand up and speak out on the issues Nigerians collectively face. The former lawmaker said in his opinion that hashtag end SARS now and hashtag end police brutality is not one bit about politics. He stressed that it's about young people whose agitation and raised voices are demanding protections of their daily right and liberties to live, associate, and work productively in peace. Saraki described as awful the manner SARS arbitrarily pick up youth simply because of dress, hairdo, and others. There is a danger in the escalation of any protest movement, and hashtag EndSars is no different. Escalation happens when each hour that passes is an hour when we seem to have not listened to the protesters and taken their grievances seriously. Saraki said the initial response of the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, to hashtag EndSars is in which he gave various directives about the squad can be read as an admission that many things are wrong. The former Kwara State governor noted that in analyzing the atrocities of SARS, it is clear that its history has been beleaguered by the institutional vandalism and emasculation of leadership in policing, the militarization of policing for regime security and impunity of security services, and neglecting long-standing reform designed to improve public confidence. Saraki told leaders that ignoring the wishes of the people is never a good stratagem. He paid tribute to the victim of police excessive reaction to the EndSars protest, including Jimoh Isiaq, who was murdered in Ogbomoso and protested injured in different locations and states. Now you've heard the key political leaders in Nigerians are speaking out. Now it's important to know some of the point made mention by the former governor of Kwara State. It has nothing to do with politics. It's not a way of playing down on any political party or the government of the day. It's one of the pains that have been nursed for years by young people. And guess what? Hit the internet and you'll be shocked at what people have to say. It's not something that goes only to the poor. Even the elderly are passing through it. Even the young people, especially commoners, they're passing through it. I just saw a video of one renowned youth who is also a military man talking about the handsome, I think that's his name, the handsome Abiola. He talked about his encounter, what he had passed through. At one point, 2015, maybe he would have been a dead man by now, if not that there was some level of mercy speaking over his life. And he said, even when he became a military man, that he was still being harassed until when he had to flash his ID card and show the person that he had recorded everything he said. And the policeman started begging him and asking for mercy, which means police brutality can happen to just anybody. As far as your face is not among the elite in our society, you can suffer in the hands of those people. So what Nigerian youths are demanding is nothing too big. I feel at this point that the federal government need to do something significant to stop this issue of SARS brutality, because Nigerians are talking quietly now. We've got to respond before it will escalate to something that we will not be able to manage in the now and also in the future. One of the most important duty of any government is to see to the fact that the people are happy, to see to the fact that the lives of the people are protected, using their own right to ensure that is done. But unfortunately, that's not what we are saying. Yeah, we're not saying that all SARS were actually bad, but scrapping SARS, we want a situation, Nigerians are looking for a situation whereby another group of police who are well trained and reformed will emerge, whose main purpose will be to go after banditry, robbery, and also stop kidnapping in the society, not just beginning to traumatize Nigerians. Guess what? Most Nigerians that you see today who don't even wear good clothes is because of SARS, because of the activities of SARS. Because you don't know you are wearing good clothes and they see you, begin to ask you questions that is so funny, and before you know, they take the person away, and before you know, they make demands that are outside the jurisdiction of authority. Before you know, they begin to even make financial demands. Man, this thing need to stop once and for all. And if the government of the day does not wake up to it, I tell you the whole truth that one cannot tell the extent to which this thing may affect this country. We've had case of a young man who he was killed yesterday, Jimoh. He was killed yesterday. Jimoh Isiaka was killed yesterday, and there are countless number of Nigerians who have been injured in the process. He was killed yesterday by a policeman, though right now IGP is saying that he wasn't actually being killed by policemen, but no one can really affirm how true that is, because according to the protester, they said that he was actually shot by a policeman. So you now realize that before we will be able to cop all of this, it may have culminated into what Nigerians may not be able to bear. It's high time that we look into this issue and put a final full stop to it. For once, let Nigerians be happy. How can you be using someone's hairdo, using someone's clothing, using how clean someone is to judge the person? It's absolutely wrong. A lawyer also came online and was saying that if he sees anyone who is not afraid of SARS, that he's afraid of the person, because he had dealt with so many, the federal government, the state government, top functionaries in the society, and he has no fears dealing with them. But when it comes to SARS, that is a different ball game. Be a lawyer, go to their office, they threaten you, and they will still not release your own your own client. They won't, despite the fact that whether you bring a court order, whatever you bring, they don't care, which means these guys are above the law. These are some of the things that must be curtailed just now, because if you don't curtail it, no one can really tell what will happen tomorrow when Nigerians turn and they see SARS on the road. It's high time we heed the advice of one all and sundry and do the needful about SARS. That's what we would like to